Tonight on Size Eyes on the Skies. It's been a cloudy couple of days here around in Ames. I'll let you know if that's going to stick around next. Plus, Jackson has your national forecast. All that and more as this Thursday, January 30th edition of Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Live from Studio 171 in Ames, Iowa, the Iowa State Meteorology Department team of meteorologists brings you the latest weather from around the country and out your front door. Iowa State's longest running television program and the only live weather broadcast on campus starts right now. This is Size Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Size Eyes. I'm now joined by Sarah.
It's been a cloudy couple of days out there.
It has. I miss the sun.
I know. In fact, I was talking to my mom on the phone today. The Midwest has seen this weather pattern with a ton of clouds and overcast skies, but she was saying that she bought one of those UV lamps, like the sun lamps. I think I need one of those too, but
Me too.
Luckily I think we're going to catch a break there on Sunday. Our highs around the state today, though, not too bad at all. Even the wind's kind of contributing to keeping us warm out there. 29 in Ames we got up to today. We got up to 33 in Spencer, so we're definitely right along with the average temperatures that we see this time of the year. And once again, this is really just going to be the weather pattern that sticks around for the next couple of days here. Okay, and I'll have more about that next.
And now it's time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1977, the Great Buffalo Blizzard finally drew to a close after a foot of snow fell over 3 days in parts of New York as well as southern Ontario. This storm was accompanied by wind chills down to 50 below and 25-foot snowdrifts. Daily peak wind gusts ranging from 46 to 69 miles per hour were recorded by the National Weather Service in Buffalo. There were 23 total storm-related deaths in western New York, with 5 more in northern New York. And now here's Jackson with a look at what's going on around the country.
Thanks, Morgan. So as you guys are probably aware, we have those cooler temperatures coming from the north, and then some of the warmer temperatures are staying kind of mild on those east coast and west coast. I'll have more about that later in my national forecast. Welcome back, folks. Well, as it looks like with just these watches and warnings, it doesn't seem like we have much going on. We have some high winds over here in Montana, which will be stirring things up a little bit, and we do have a few low flight warnings over here on the east coast, but not too much as it may seem with these watches and warnings. But that's not quite the case when we take a step over to our satellite and radar over here. You see we have a little bit of precipitation kind of moving through the Dakotas over here with some snow up to the north and just some rain down to the southern parts of South Dakota around here. Everywhere else seems to be a little bit cloudy, but that should be fine as we move along in the week. And as you can see, a little bit of a closer look here. Really, the southern part of South Dakota is getting these rain showers that are probably followed by some colder snow showers as those temperatures are around that 32-degree line. Looking at temperatures over the national scale, we see 47 in Seattle up here in the northwest, which kind of gets warmer as you move down to 61 on the coast. Those coastal temperatures really staying quite mild as it has the water on the sides to keep it at a nice temperature. Us in the middle, though, are looking kind of cold with 26 in Minneapolis and 37 in Kansas, although not too bearable for January weather. And that moves over to 46 down here in Memphis, 51 in Atlanta, and Atosi 71 in Miami, which will be nice for that Super Bowl game coming up on Saturday. Looking at the temperatures, we have 30 in Des Moines, 34 in Sioux Falls, and 26 in Minneapolis. So around the high 20s to low 30s throughout the Midwest for this type of time. Around the nation, we're going to see a crisp 10 degrees in Montreal, so very cool as we move to the north, and that is also followed by a nice 12 degree in Caribou, 25 in Augusta, and as you move down, 30 degree in Boston, 33 in New York, 38 in Washington, D.C. Moving down to the southeast section of the nation, we see 51 degrees in Atlanta, 41 in Charlotte, and that's kind of those 40s to 50s kind of move wrong as you go to 40 degrees in Little Rock, 38 in Oklahoma City. Moving on to the southwest, we see some kind of warmer temperatures with this warm air kind of coming in from the southwest, seeing 63 degrees in Las Vegas, which is a really, really big difference from 34 in Cedar City. So right around here, you're going to see quite a temperature range of almost 30 degrees. So if you live in this area, you might want to expect quite a range of temperatures throughout the next day. And that's followed by some other cold temperatures in Salt Lake City of 36, and then warmer temperatures over here in California, 57 in Bakersfield, and 61 in San Francisco. Moving on to the northwest section of the nation, we see 34 in Billings, 33 in Glasgow, 37 in Minnelusa. And this is kind of going to be where all that snow is kind of piling in. 16 degrees in Idaho Falls, so real cold in there. You want to make sure you're bundled up as you're moving around your day. And that'll move on. All the systems are kind of coming in with this trough that moves through in the southern portion of the state, kind of moving over as we go on throughout our day. Futurecast on here, you can see that system's moving along kind of over here into the Minneapolis area, kind of dipping down into Iowa. I'm sure Sarah will have more about that in our Iowa forecast. But for areas that, once that passes, it's going to be nice and clear, kind of get those clouds out of our way since we've been having some cloudy conditions up to this point. Keeping that futurecast moving along, we do have quite a bit of rain that's going to be moving into the East Coast around here, around Atlanta, and into the Carolinas. So you want to make sure you have your raincoats on there and are still staying kind of warm during this time. And then last section, we have a little bit of snow coming into the Great Lakes period, so making sure you're looking for that lake effect snow can really pile up those inches around your state. Looking at our 7-day forecast for Miami, Florida, we have 61 degrees on Friday, 65 degrees on Saturday, and 68 degrees on Sunday for our Super Bowl Sunday. I'm hoping for the Chiefs to win. You might have a different opinion. And then that'll slightly move on to 47 on Monday with a 50% chance of rain, 44 on Tuesday, 48 on Wednesday, and 55 on Thursday.
Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. On average, how many tornadoes occur in Iowa in a year? Is it A, 37, B, 51, C, 65, or D, 78? We'll have your answer coming up. Now let's have a look at the week ahead with Sarah.
Temperatures around the state, not too bad still holding on to that high of 29 in Ames, and that's going to be the future story for the next couple of days, which I'll talk about after the break. Welcome back to Size Eyes, and kind of like I alluded to before, the story these past couple of days is that we haven't seen the sun. In fact, it's been 9 days here in Ames and the Des Moines area where we haven't seen that sunshine break through our overcast skies. This is a current look at campus across. You can see still cloudy, still snow sticking on the ground. Gonna be the story until Sunday when we see that sun possibly break through in the midday. But right now, our wind speeds around the state, not too bad, like I said, helping to keep us a little bit warm around the state. 8 miles per hour here in Ames, a little bit windier out in Sioux City at 14, but for the most part, not a bad winter that we've had start so far. Our satellite and radar shows a few storms making their way in, just a few flurries here down on the southeastern portion of the state, but for the most part staying dry, but we do see that heavy cloud cover sticking around here in Iowa as well as the entire Midwest. Again, we see those showers kind of make our way in, and that's going to be our problem the next overnight and into tomorrow. But that cloud cover, again, not really even seeing a break. Maybe out in Nebraska they saw some sunshine, but for the most part around the Midwest, that is the story. Affecting our visibility due to that fog and, like I said, heavy cloud cover. So in Ames, we're down to 8 miles. Up north, seeing a little bit heavier, 6 in Mason City, 5 in Decorah. Down south, not seeing too much of an effect on that. But again, be careful with your commute home and driving tonight. Our futurecast, again, tonight is when we start to see those snow showers make their way in. Again, just a stray flurry here or there. But Friday morning, waking up, we do see that heavier system make its way into the western portion of the state. At Friday around lunchtime, again, covering most of the state. Again, here in Ames and Des Moines is when we're going to start seeing those snow showers make their way in. Gonna hang out for the most part. Again, kind of looking at this from a Midwestern point of view. Again, seeing those snow showers make their way into Iowa. Pretty dry, but behind it, we start to see that sunshine that's coming our way this weekend. Again, followed by cloud cover, not seeing really any of that snow or rain overnight on Friday into Saturday. And then finally, that's when we start to see those clouds break up past this system. So Saturday afternoon, get outside. Sunday too as well. It's going to warm up and we're going to see that sunshine. So be prepared for that. Take advantage of it while it lasts. Our estimated snowfall, again, up in Minnesota, 1 to 2 inches. That's where we see that purple indicating that's the heavier snowfall. But down here in the Iowa region, especially in Ames and Des Moines, less than an inch. So really shouldn't affect your travel in any way, shape, or form. Just seeing those flurry totals. Nothing major with the system making its way in. Tonight, our forecast again, snow developing after midnight. Again, nothing major, going to be under an inch. Just a flurry here or there. A low of 29 degrees. So again, keeping us really comfortable for where we are right now. Tomorrow, high of 34, just above that freezing mark. We're still going to see that snow make its way in, though, in the morning and into the early afternoon. Our extended forecast, again, seeing that snow on Friday, Warming up on Saturday and Sunday, 38 and then 43. Again, sunny this weekend, so take advantage of that. Monday, we're back down to 35 with another chance of snow Tuesday into Thursday. Not looking at too high of total accumulations there, but definitely higher than we'll see overnight tonight.
Let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. On average, how many tornadoes occur in Iowa in a year? Is it A, 37, B, 51, C, 65, or D, 78? What do you guys think?
I'm thinking kind of a higher number, maybe 51 or 65. I wouldn't necessarily go 78, although it's definitely possible.
It's definitely possible. I was thinking more on the lower end. I don't know. I know like parts of Iowa are in the tornado alley, but not all of it. So I'm going to go with A, 37.
I usually do stick with my solid C,
Right.
but today I'm moving to B.
Okay.
I'm moving to B. 51.
All right. Big
51
changes. Big
tornadoes.
changes ahead. It's
All
a big
right.
show, you guys.
And the answer is B, 51.
Told you. Nailed
Good
it.
move.
Great
You
job.
picked the right time
Solid
to
decision.
change up. The change up. I
All
love
right,
it.
that concludes tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Tuesday.